Alright. We just got back from YCS Pittsburgh, Teamwork Council, and Tyler Nolan made top 32 with his deck, so he'll take it away.
Yeah, I played Pure Zoo this weekend. Pretty standard. I guess let's just go over the list. I played 2 Rats, 3 Thoroughblades, 3 Whiptails. A lot of people opted for 2 Thoroughblades, but I found that in the mirror, having the third one just gives you a lot of extra attack points in general, which let you win longer games. There was one game where my opponent went through his whole extra deck. I blocked all his Emeralds with Ogres and Ashes, and I just summoned a Thoroughblade and didn't even put an Exceed on it, and there was just no way for him to kill it. I played 1 Ram. There's combos with Barrage. A lot of the time you just want to end your combo with a Ram in defense mode on turn 1, so that way if they Dark Hole you, you can bring back the Trident that died, and then attach a Whiptail to it from your hand, so you still have a point of interaction on the field. As far as hand traps go, I played 3 Ash, 1 Maxi, 3 Ogre, 1 Flying Sea. The Flying Sea was because I wanted an extra hand trap, and it was just the best one I could play. Other considerations were Ghost Reaper, DD Crow, really just that. Flying Sea is just so good against the Pure Mirror. It's not so good against the True King deck, but it just ends the game sometimes when you don't have Barrage or you have an Ogre for their Barrage. More monsters, I played the Terratop Takatamborg package, I played Black Sheep, and the Gameciel in the main. The Gameciel was really nice against the True King Zoo variants, because like when you drew like 4 cards, you still wanted to have a way to out a Masterpiece on turn 2, because that was like one of the ways they could backdoor a win. So the options were like Gameciel or a Solemn Warning, but Gameciel is so much better going second against those decks that I opted for the Gameciel. I played 3 Tenkies, 2 Fusion Substitute, 3 is a consideration, but you don't usually resolve 3 on turn 1, and it can be kind of bad to draw, so I opted for 2. I know some people played 3 to some success. I played 3 Barrage, 1 Instant Fusion. You never want to draw 2. You draw so many cards on turn 1 that seeing 2 on turn 1 is actually a thing that comes up. So I just opted for the 1. 1 Raigeki, 1 Dark Hole. Not 2 Dark Holes, because the same reason Instant Fusion, you never want to see more than 1 of them on turn 1. And while they're really good going second, you get to side third if you know you're going second. 1 Soul Charge, because you can only play 1. This card is insane. I Soul Charged for 5 2 times in the tournament, and both times just ended with like some crazy board. 1 My Body is a Shield. This card's really good going second, because you can hit their Trident, and it's also good going first, because when you set it, you're immune to Dark Hole and Raigeki from their side of the field, which is one of the few ways you can lose after drawing like 6 cards. And I rounded off with 3 Cosmic Cyclones, which is really important against the True King variants, because it lets you hit the return in response to them trying to tribute summon a guy, without them being able to destroy one of your cards. It's also just really good as a point of interaction, because most of the fights that you want to be fighting over are over continuous spell cards or continuous trap cards, like a Tenki, Barrage, the True King Field Spell, the True King Continuous Spell, those kind of things. And Cosmic Cyclone is just one of the cards that lets you efficiently answer those. As far as the extra deck, I played 2 Emerald, 2 Dryden, 2 Chicanine, 2 Broadbull, 2 Tiger Mortar, which is something I almost didn't play, but I'm very glad that I did. It's sort of like the same idea as playing 3 Thoroughblades. When you play 2 Tiger Mortars, you're able to reuse all your zoo monsters so much that you're able to outgrind the mirror sometimes. 1 Hammer Kong, 1 Borbo, 1 Stardust Charge Warrior, because I was really scared of opposing Flying Seas. If they Flying Sea you, you can normal summon a Ghost Ogre and Ash Blossom, or like Instant Fusion back a Ghost Ogre and Ash Blossom, and be able to synchro with the Flying Sea to get it off your side of the field and be able to play again. It also just replaces itself with a draw immediately, which makes it, I think, a little more relevant than Coral Dragon is. 1 Invoker, and of course the 1 Norden. For my side deck, I played 1 Dark Hole, 1 Twin Twister, 2 more Flying Seas for the Pure Mirror, another Gameciel against the True King deck, 2 Retaliating Seas. Retaliating Seas is really good against all the Fusion sub decks. It banishes the Fusion sub, you often get to banish the Rat, and more importantly, when they finally kill it, you end up searching for a Maxi or a Flying Sea to just continue locking them out of the game. Decided 2 Droll Knockbirds. This card's really good against the True King variant, and it also goes in against the Pure decks. With the True King variant, sometimes they go like Terraforming for Field Spell, you roll them, and then they just pass the turn because the deck doesn't do anything anymore. Or like they go Broad Bull, Detach, Search for Black Sheep, and you roll them, and they just have like dead Terraformings or dead Field Spells in hand, and they end up just fizzling out, and you get to go off on your turn 1 with no interaction. 2 Unending Nightmares. This is good against a lot of rogue decks. I boarded 1 in every time I went first in the mirror, and both in against the True Draco variants. Again, like the important fights that you want to be fighting over are over like Barrages and Tenkies and Field Spells, because you only get to play so many of those per turn. If you're able to answer their normal summon, then the only thing you have to worry about is Terratop and the Barrages and Diagrams out of the opposing decks. Next I played 2 Iron Walls, because I was really scared of the Infernoid deck. People were telling me either play that or Lancia. I opted for Iron Wall because it was a bit of a harder card to deal with, and Iron Wall plus Trident seems like a much harder lock than Trident plus Lancia. And then I played 2 Master Restrict because I was scared of the Pure deck. Still am scared of the Pure deck, even though non-topped. I think the deck's capable of taking games off everything in the format. Yeah.
Do you have any important matchups, or how'd you lose actually?
How did I lose? Well, in top 32, game 1, both me and my opponent bricked, which is something that is incredibly unlikely. This deck usually gets to play something like 90-95% of the time. He ended up getting a monster first, I had an answer to it, then I got a monster, and we traded back and forth for a while until one of us actually finally got a playoff. I was able to push for game on a turn that he maxed me, but he had a Mirror Force from my field, and I just lost from there. In game 2, what happened to game 2?
Did you win?
No, I lost game 2. Oh, I played around the Retaliating Sea because I had a hand that let me have 5 cards in hand, the set Unending Nightmare, Dryden, Hammer Kong, and Emerald in play. It's like a really strong field even after you resolve the Fusion Sub, so I just wanted to not lose to something stupid like Retaliating Sea. So I passed with that board, got Darkhold, he had like Terratop Barrage, and I just got destroyed.
Oh, cool. Any last words?
Please ban Fusion Sub before Nationals, Konami. Please, sitting through this card is so painful.
Alright, thank you.